Remember how I said this trade was way early? Yes, it was way freaking early. So it did do what I wanted it to do. I told you it's going to pop up probably, and it did pop up, and it is now popping back down. The only thing that I am concerned about now is that if it pops up back above the trend line. I mean, it might just go up and hit these green wicks on the bottom. I don't know how I can show you, but like right here, like it might hit this line right here and bounce back down, like kind of like it did before over here. Let's see if I can show you that. There you go. Right here, how it bounced up, or it hit these downward wicks and it just went all the way down. I'm thinking it might do the same here. These two candles right here, this red one and this engulfing candle right here, I think that's what you call it, is a good sign. And now it's not completely bearish just yet, but it is trending in that direction. It broke the upward trend line here, whatever like you want to call that trend line. I'll just draw it out. Like, you don't have to draw these out, but it's good to know that they're there. Some people trade these breakout strategies. I think Tory Trades is one that trades like this, where you see this upward trend line and it breaks downward. I prefer a support and resistance kind of play, but I do also take into consideration that trend line. At the same time, it's like it's hitting this downward trend line and it's bouncing off of it, kind of. It went over it a little bit and it did a little liquidity sweep. I think if you go on the 1 day, you might have a longer wick. Yeah, exactly. And right there, you see there's a doji candle. I really don't look at doji candles as a reversal sign. I look more of it as a possibility of a reversal. It's more of a what would you call it? Like a point where people are just unsure, and you kind of just have to keep an eye on it. Like, look how early I went in. That's 2 whole days before it went down. Like, this was over the weekend, which is also very concerning to do. I would say it's like you don't want to do that too much, but if you have a good enough risk to reward and you're not particularly worried about losing the trade, you can do it that early and wait for a confirmation. But the thing is, I've been in trades, or I've been in potential trades where I didn't take it early and it just reversed on me and I lost it, right? I just didn't get that opportunity. Because, like, sometimes it'll just go right here and it'll break down and it'll just go all the way down. But that's something you just have to look out for. If you're more of a careful trader, you can just trade and wait for the confirmation. Like, this is kind of a confirmation, but there's no retest just yet. Like, you can call that a retest, but that's a very weak retest. Like, you want this uh, most recent candle to actually touch something up here. But I really don't like the next candle over and watch that retest. It's not a very convincing retest. I would say something where it's like it goes down and then it goes back up to retest again after it's gone down. That's more of a confirmation and a convincing retest. But the retest doesn't always appear, right? It can just go down and it can go up and it'll test it and it'll break past it. Like, that's something you have to watch out for. Like, if it breaks down here, if it continues to break down, I'm going to bring my stop maybe to break even, maybe a little bit higher than that, right? Like, break even is where the support is. So, yeah, look at the original retest, right? That retested the support and resistance line right there, and then it broke down. That is more convincing. Even though I did go in early on that one too. I like to go in early. It's my thing. I just like to go in early and just be on for the ride and just have a good stop loss. Just have good risk to reward and a good stop loss and just go for it, you know? Like sometimes these will reverse and go in your direction. Other times it'll just keep going forward and you just lose a trade. It just happens. That's life. And where you make the money is when you're in a good trade, right? When you're in a good trade, you make the money. But when you're in a bad trade, you lose as little as you can. That's how you make money, right? You just maximize your wins, minimize your losses.